that casino should be one of the big main business to rejuvenate these economically deprived areas. Before moving on my four arguments, I have 4 rebuttals. First of all, government side said the tourism scales is kind of limited caused by the casino, but we really see that for Singapore case or Las Vegas case, those countries are one of the most popular tourism city because of the casino. And furthermore, let me move on to my second rebuttal. And government side said it could make more criminals, but actually in terms of Singapore or South Korea case, many things are concerned about government regulation. For example, age limits, or government should have a past record for each person. And so this kind of like this, they have more regulation in casino. And also, how could you prove that casino could include more criminals? You should have specified these cases. And my third rebuttal, the government side say also talking about Buddhism, but we really see the religion and business should be really differentiated. Even if we accept that Thailand is Buddhism, but still Thailand people should really would like to go to Cambodia to have a casino things, even if they are Buddhism. Why government side don't try some regulation of these kind of people? And even if we are have some regulation of these kind of people, you can learn some area to just foreigner who is not Buddhism, and also Thai people who are not Buddhism. Because Thailand not only Buddhism people, but other religion people also coexist here, so that we shouldn't discriminate them. Also, reading my third rebuttal, we really see that as opposed to government side adult, other things would be effective, such as the amusement park case. But we really see that the market of amusement park is really small because amusement park is just run by very small customers. So we really see that casino is kind of specialized service that person are willing to pay more. The government could impose tax more, so it really helpful rejuvenate this kind of economically deprived area. So let me move on my 4 argument. My first argument, it's really related to my last rebuttal. Casino really lead to economic regeneration. First of all, the local authority have been keen to explore the potential for casinos to achieve creation, such as this casino would make more job opportunities. And also, casino is about not only the regional resident, but also outside people, which means they will achieve potential market which will take more customer, standing for more demand. So we could make selling compared to running just the amusement park. And also, in terms of job opportunity, casino requires really large of the hotel servant and restaurant and any other accommodation things. So we really see that casino would make this kind of job opportunities more. And furthermore, they really attract many investment. So with this investment, they could invest other business sector. And let me give you an example one casino in the Korea, which is called Jeongsan. Jeongsan Casino used to be Jeongsan is one city, used to be a huge city which to coal mine business as their main business. But after people changed their main resources, and this city is deciding. And so that there was a crisis of the city's extinguishment because people start to live there. So government tried to invest casino in this city, and this city also attracts people by using casino. At the same time, government constructs some kind of amusement factor or entertainment factor, such as a coal mine museum. Finally, people would like to go to Jeongsan not only for not only the casino but also this coal mine museum. And let me move on my second argument. My second argument is about fraudulent gambling is not valid criticism. Even if however side didn't mention, we really see that this is a really good argument. First of all, the study from Australia, New Zealand, and USA have found that prevalence of problem gambling has remained stable and declined after over the time despite the introduction of casinos. And after forms of gambling, this has been attributed to the provision of public awareness campaigns and trade treatment services as well as process of education, whereby communities adjust to the presence of gambling around them. So we should stand for the gambling really didn't affect the people's addiction problem. And furthermore, the public health approach that focus on the prevention of problem behavior in general population can cause in the long term. Since across a range of the behavior process and disorders, so problem gambling is one of the most difficult and expensive terms. So the gambling is not just except cannot be problem of the addiction. And furthermore, and much of problems with gambling is associated with a lack of awareness in seeking help, not gambling itself. Because places with greater campaigns can deal with catchiness more than sufficient raging awareness. It's critically important in the Scotland case. They already proved this. And let me move on my third argument. My third argument is urban area problems and rural area problems. For rural area, which is economically deprived area, they are really missing the resident of economically deprived area because there are no longer main business those residents would live on. So people leave, and that area became small market originate from small population, and people who work at there also would live there. So this is finally becoming the vicious circle. And not only this, but also the urban area. Urban area is getting highly centralized in terms of population in small area. It would pretty large of a housing problem. First of all, the high cost of living estimate because in the small area, the area is really limited, but there are really many people. The according to demand and supply low, the cost is inevitably increasing. And also, transportation congestion problem would happen. And also, it's really hard to manage administer all of these people because of big population. And also, government, because of that, government function or other headquarters of a population would also centralize here. So it also makes also a vicious circle. And let me move on my first argument. This investing on economically deprived area is justification of one nation on government, because balance of every province developed should be realized in terms of the government side. So I'm really proud to oppose this.